Hello. What I know now, what I know now. Hold on. Okay. What I know now. I want to, let's see. Dirty, huh? What I know now. Letters to my younger self. Extraordinary women share the wisdom they wish they'd had when they were younger. Who doesn't, who cannot relate to that, right? Um, okay. Today, I want to go over, okay, Mary Matalin. Okay, so this is page page 87. Okay, and she wrote a long letter to herself, but let's get into it. Mary Matalin, political commentator. And the quote is, there really is not one true way to career success. Okay? Mary Matalin may have served two presidents and a vice president, hosted shows on CNN and CNBC, and been chief of staff for the Republican National Committee. But if you ask her, it's not a shock to learn that she once studied to get a beautician's license. Okay? She's got an easy, down to earth manner that would make anyone feel at home. A fast talker with a wide ranging mind, she'll squeeze in a parenthetical comment on spirituality and a quick segue about parenting while answering a question about her youth. As we talked, it quickly became clear that Mary is a world champion chatter, particularly, she confesses, with her sister Renee. The most absorbing recent development in Mary's life has been motherhood. A dedicated career gal, Mary mounted a poster that read, "Oops, I forgot to have kids," behind her desk while working in President George H.W. Bush's reelection campaign. Her plans didn't change after marrying her political arch rival, James Carville. Now, I've heard of James Carville before, who had been chief campaign strategist for Bill Clinton in 1993. But 5 months later, she became accidentally pregnant at 41. She was brokenhearted after having a miscarriage, but later she had two daughters. Though Maddie, 11, and Emma, 9, are no longer babies, she finds she grows more fascinated rather than less by the process of raising children. So she quit her job at the White House in President Bush's midterm to enjoy full-time mommyhood spiced with, a few hundred other political and activist projects. She says being a parent has taught her a few tricks for managing some of the unruly parts of her life. When I wake up with nighttime fears and my heart starts racing, I now treat that person in me as having an annoying temper tantrum. The worst thing you can do with kids is respond to their tantrums, so I don't respond to those irrational fears, she explains. One of motherhood's most important perks is the chance it gives her to reconnect with memories of her mother who died of cancer at 50, when Mary was just 26. Shocked and devastated, she began a career at warp speed with no plans or any idea what to do with her brand new political science degree. My only goal was to leave no space for the choking pain to leave no space for the choking pain and grief, she writes in letters to my daughters. Now 53, she addresses herself in her late 20s and early 30s when she was career obsessed. Dear Mary, you are launching a career in a life overwhelmed by advice, books, counselors, and friends. Stop and think where you have always gotten your best advice, no matter what the topic. Your mama. Aww, isn't that sweet? Her best advice she ever got was from her mama. Aww. Missing Ma should not cause you to dismiss what she taught you about work in the world. Your fast track may not look like her beaten path, but her life lessons apply to any and all of your life labors. She may have traveled different roads, but you started from the same place, ethnic, Midwest girls of a certain era. So let's review Ma's basic lessons for work and play, which is the first lesson. Work should not be work. You should love your job. When you are looking for work, don't overdo the career counseling. A career path plan can become a career crippling pathology. Contrary to all the advice books and columns, there really is not one true way to career success, at least not for people like you. Your compass is not set to conventional methods and measurements, such as setting long-term goals, advancing methodically through promotions, raises, and titles. You are high-strung, easily bored, hyper-energized. You have a short but deep attention span. Sure, you wouldn't list those on a job application as skills, but they are characteristics that suit fast-paced and intense projects. You may flit from project to project, but a lifetime of fun and interesting projects adds up to a career just as sound as the plodding ones you read about. Devise your own career template. Corollary: there is also no career clock. Move along at your own pace. More important for any life situation, appreciate your abilities and trust your instincts. Just because you haven't done something doesn't mean you can't. You can learn anything and hire experts. A fancy pedigree or even innate genius is no substitute for the work ethic and common sense you have. Common sense. Conversely, no amount of hard work or acquired expertise can overcome a bad fit. If your instincts are saying something's wrong in paradise, then there probably is a problem. Do not ignore tugs of trepidation or constant discomfort, even if you cannot put your finger on exactly what's bugging you. There are many reasons the perfect job may not be so perfect in a day-to-day situation, which is, after all, how we live our lives. Maybe you misjudge your interests or your colleagues. This doesn't mean if you have a few bad days, you should pack it in. It means pay attention to low-grade dissatisfaction before it turns into a potential self-destruction. On the other hand, if your instincts compel you to what appears on the surface the dumbest, zaniest, absolutely most undoable project, take a hard look at it. Your instincts are early indicators of both good and bad. Many people need more concrete rules than you do. Don't worry if you are pushing 40, 50, or 60 and you are still wondering what you want to be when you grow up. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and hang in there for the ride. Love. Aww, that's so sweet. So that was Mary Matalin. So where is she today? Mary Matalin. Let's see. Let's find out where she is today. Her girl should be grown now, I would think, right? Let's see. Mary Matalin. Where is she now? I think I spelled it correctly. Mary Matalin. Yeah, I did. Political commenter. Ooh, she looks horrible, y'all. She is not an attractive lady. Seems like when she was younger she was, but and her name is actually Mary Jo. Uh, she's well known for her work with the Republican Party. She served under President Ronald Reagan. They didn't mention that in the book. I wonder why. And was campaign director for George H.W. Bush and was an assistant to President George W. Bush and counselor to Vice President Dick Cheney until 2003. She was born August the 19th, 1953. She's 67, and she was born in Calumet City, Illinois. And her husband is James Carville. And she just has the two girls. She's actually been in movies and TV shows. How about that? Let's see. Oh, she's a very frightening looking lady. Um, she is one of the most celebrated and popular conservative voices in America. That's what it says. Of course, at www.matlin.info. Um, okay. She does have an opinion about the current. It says political odd couple Carville Matalin share their election forecast. And this was written by Melanie Waddell, September 28, 2020, 5:03 p.m. Excuse me, y'all. Let's do it. The strategist, married nearly 27 years, prognosticated what to expect from the first debate and who's likely to win the White House. Oh, she's a frightful looking woman. I don't know why. Listen, look. Can you see her? Anyway, Google her image. I'll try to put a on the thumbnail on here of what she looks like. Okay, so anyway, let's go. Let me do this. Cancel. Okay. Um. Welcome back to Human Capital. While the first presidential debate is only days away, political watchers and industry officials have been busy poring over an opinion, opining on the policies President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden have put forth. Case in point, the dynamic and often dueling political strategists James Carville and Mary Matalin. Okay. The duo, married for nearly 27 years, despite being on opposite sides of the aisle. She's a Republican, he's a Democrat, prognosticated on a virtual event held Wednesday by the Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association what to expect from the first debate and who's likely to win the White House. Okay, so, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This thing keeps on looking for stuff. Let me change this setting right quick. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's go here. Okay, now I wanted to get in here to write down the name of this committee. It's the Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association. Okay. Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association. Okay. I'm going to go all the way down because I don't have time to read all of that malarkey. Okay. Carville says, regarding how long we'll have to wait for election results, he says we'll know on election night. Matalin says, unless Trump wins significantly, which is more likely than Biden winning significantly, we're going to have turmoil for some time. Boom. So there you have it. That's Miss Mary Matalin, still around. Okay, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.